Final Destination Bloodlines is one of the best, if not the best, Final Destination movies ever made. And that's because it's, in my mind, the most effective and has one of the best concepts for a Final Destination movie, and I don't think I liked it. Let me explain. So Final Destination Bloodlines, the concept is, what if these people that are saved in these tragic events where someone has a premonition, what if they survive long enough, because there's so many of them, that they all have families? So not only is it the original person that was supposed to die, now they have families that should have never existed. That concept to me is the best in this franchise. And it also is the most tragic. And that's probably why I don't think I liked it. And that's the funny thing, because the movie is so effective in the concept, and it has effective characters, which worried me in the beginning, that I don't like it because it was too strong. The deaths were good. The effects for those deaths were good. But I thought, and this is because I don't think it was actually mean-spirited, but because the deaths were so effective, the characters were actually pretty good, and the concept was so good, I thought some of the deaths were mean-spirited. And I'm not someone who likes that stuff. I don't like the Terrifier franchise. Sure, it's a glorified, reel for, hey, look at the effects we can do in blood and gore. Great for that. As a story and as a movie, I don't like it at all. For that same reason, because it's mean-spirited to me. There's nothing of value in that movie other than awesome blood and gore effects, which they are. The artists that do that and the director, who was still an artist, he's overseeing all that, amazing job. You're killing it. Too much, in fact. That's why I don't like it. But Hellraiser Bloodlines, and this is a spoiler review, which, if I don't put that out already, to me the most effective character was the brother, Eric, played by, hold on, I gotta look it up because I'm not good at this. I just had it up. Richard Harmon. All these actors, okay, I'll be honest, when I first saw this movie, I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not going good. It's gonna be a CGI blood fest where I don't give a crap what's going on with anything in this movie. Because I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know, even though it makes sense, keep wanting to call it Hellraiser Bloodlines. Final Destination Bloodlines. That title makes sense given the concept. I didn't know the concept. I didn't read anything about the movie, which is good. I think, for the most part, going into movies like that is the best way to do it. So once, it instantly clicks in your mind, oh, this is what that is. Brilliant. Love that concept. Best concept in the franchise. Once I got past the beginning, because that was rocky, I was like, oh God, I'm not gonna like it. I don't like where it's going. It totally turned around for me. The movie picked up, had actual characters you care about, which this is surprising. I'm not someone who's easy to please with that. And maybe to you, they were just basic throwaway characters. I thought it was pretty effective for a Final Destination movie. And Eric was one of the characters who I thought was the most effective. Great performance, by the way. He's probably the best actor in the film, even better than the lead actress, I think. The grandma, Iris, who survives, the one who has the original premonition that creates this huge bloodline. She was a great actress, fortunately short on screen time, but. So, this is a spoiler review again. Eric ends up dying, passing away the Final Destination way. I thought his death was really mean-spirited. But again, I don't think that was like, we're gonna do this to be mean-spirited. It was just like, the movie was so effective that I felt that way, which is a good thing. I just have a hard time liking that because I really don't like that kind of stuff. And also, I guess I won't go too far into spoilers. There's something you find out, but his father, also his death, I felt was mean-spirited. Mainly I think that's because I'm older now. If you're a young kid, you probably thought it was awesome. I have my own family. So just to see this dad who, he loves his family, he's caring, his character has a good personality, to just die that way so horribly in front of his family. Because really, this franchise, it's all about, yeah, good kill, that was an awesome death, it was intricate, it was funny, that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. It's a movie, don't take it too serious. There's this intricate death that's entertaining to watch. What does that say about us? We're like the Romans, just wanting to see these people get destroyed in terrible ways. But that just didn't sit well with me because of that, I think. just more sensitive. You know, seeing a dad get his head just exploded in front of his family. I didn't, you know, very effective. So effective, in fact, I didn't like it. It's not even a knock on the movie. It's just like, that's just me. Final Destination Bloodlines is an awesome Final Destination movie. I think it's probably the best in the franchise. It's hard to say that, of course, when there's the original. I really like the sequel. There's something to like in all of them, whether it's the kills, you know, the concepts. So, you know, I wouldn't say there's one that I'm like, oh, don't even watch that one. They're all worth watching, but I think this is the most effective. I will say, again, spoilers, I don't like the ending. Perfect ending, really, for a Final Destination movie. Everything gets tied up, but I don't know. I didn't like it. It was just like, again, it's an effective movie, but you invest in these characters and then, you know, well, what was the point of that? But I guess death wins in the end, like he always does. It always does, whatever. And of course, I have to mention the Godfather himself, Tony Todd, who's no longer with us. He gives his best performance in a Final Destination movie. Very touching, even if you don't know anything about the guy. He gives a great monologue, and if I was part of his family, I'd be proud that that was basically his last, or I think it is his last screen performance. He's immortalized in that way, unfortunately, looking very gauntly, but he gives a great performance, great monologue. You could really feel the heart in that moment. I think even if you don't know who that guy is, it was a great moment. So bravo to them on that. You know, that the fact that he was luckily lived long enough to give that to the movie, you know, that's cherishable.